maternal health care is to reduce by 3/4 by 2015 the maternal mortality ratio. Based on the estimates of the National Statistics and Coordination Board and the Family Planning Survey, our maternal mortality ratio had been consistently decreasing from 209 per 100,000 live births in 1990 to 162 per 100,000 live births in 2006. Simple math would show it is far from the goal of reduction by 75%. The sixth goal is combating HIV/AIDS, malaria, and other diseases. Data from the Department of Health reveal that at present, an average of about 5 new HIV cases per day, or 1 every 5 hours, are reported in the Philippines, as compared to the rate of 2 new cases per day in 2009 and 1 new case per day in 2007. This trend shows that HIV is rapidly expanding in our midst. We have gained ground with regard to our goal of reversing the spread of malaria and other major diseases, with the malaria morbidity and mortality rates declining from 123 cases and 1.5 deaths per 100,000 population to 22 cases and 0.02 deaths respectively. However, we see the current phenomenon of the rise in climate-related diseases like malaria, dengue, and cholera. What concrete steps must the government take to protect our people from the increasing risk of these diseases? The seventh goal, ensuring environmental sustainability. Our target is to have, by 2015, the proportion of people without sustainable access to safe drinking water and basic sanitation. However, the achievement of this goal is continually threatened by the unabated degradation of our environment and the effects of climate change. As the government factored in disaster risk reduction, the prevention of desertification, and increasing drought resilience in securing water sources in the country. The eighth is developing a global partnership for development. By 2015, we aim to develop further an open, rule-based, predictable, non-discriminatory trading and financial system, and to be able to deal comprehensively with our debt problems in order to make debt sustainable in the long run. Yet the Philippines has consistently slipped in terms of global competitiveness, from rank 71 2 years ago to 87 in 2009. The report cites several problems that hinder us in attracting foreign investors, impediments which we have known for some time: corruption, inefficient governance, inadequate supply of infrastructure, especially in strategic industrial areas, policy instability. Our debt has ballooned from 100 or 701 billion pesos to 4.4 trillion pesos in the past 20 years, accounting for more than 50% of our gross domestic product, or GDP. Mr. President, I ask, how do we wield our influence as national legislators in the development of policy that will promote a friendly investment climate, increase revenue collection, and demand greater accountability from public officials? Mr. President, we need to build on our progress and sustain what we have achieved so far. We need to bridge the gaps by long, consistent strides, even as we count the precious minutes ticking by, before it will have been too late. We must labor to deliver to the Filipino people the benefits of development that they have long been waiting for. As such, I filed Resolution number 198 to undertake a comprehensive review of the progress made by the Philippines in order to determine not only what the country has accomplished and achieved with respect to the MDGs, but also what remains to be done and implemented, benefiting from the efforts, experiences, and best practices of countries worldwide, more particularly in the ASEAN. We need to know what challenges we must overcome to realize our goals. This inquiry will bring key government agencies together so that we can chart the country's course of accelerated action for the next 5 years. Mr. President, our leaders and decision makers must realize that there is a strong correlation between the achievement of the MDGs and reducing disaster risk. Ban Ki-moon, the United Nations Secretary General himself, stated that, and I quote, "Reducing disaster risk and increasing resilience to natural hazards in different development sectors can have multiplier effects and accelerate achievement of the Millennium Development Goals." Disaster risk reduction pace.